Hello everyone and welcome to the Deercast. Today we're going to be bringing you a really short video about this, the Teslong Digital Borescope. This is actually kind of the second version of this video. To be entirely honest, we originally bought the wireless version of the Teslong Borescope, and you'll have seen it being used in a previous video where we borescoped Harry's 243 rifle. The wireless Borescope, bought it because it could connect to your phone, tablet or anything like that, and that seems to be sort of the way the world's going rather than hardwiring things into laptops via USB sticks. And the Borescope worked absolutely brilliantly until one day when it just literally would not connect to anything at all. So it worked by connecting to a Wi-Fi device within it, and I think the Wi-Fi device just completely gave up. All credit due to Bisley V-Shop, which is where we bought it from and where we've subsequently bought this one from. They took it back, full refund, full apology, and I think it was a problem with Teslong's wireless technology across the board, and actually they've recalled a few of their items. We then subsequently went for this, which is the USB version. It's currently £69 on the Bisley V-Shop. Ordered one a while ago and it literally arrived pretty much the next day. So before we kind of dive into the product itself, I should probably talk about Borescopes full stop in terms of what they are, why you might get one, whether they're any use or not. What they are is essentially an endoscope, so a camera on a long wire that you can put into sort of small spaces to actually get a decent view of what's going on. So the benefit for us with a rifle barrel is that you can actually get inside the rifle barrel, and with mirrors you can the camera is faced sort of forwards, and there's a mirror at the end there, and then you're able, as you rotate it as you go down the barrel, you can get a full sort of 360 view of everything that's going on inside your rifle barrel. So why might you want one? Well, firstly, if you're buying a second-hand rifle, or I suppose even indeed a new barrel, you can get a really good view of what's going on inside it before you potentially put your hard-earned money down to buy it. See whether there's any pitting, rusting, scratches, just how clean it is, etc. But for us, the main reason we bought one was to be able to check rifle barrels every sort of 6 months or so, see whether we're cleaning them properly, whether we are really getting sort of all the muck and stuff out, and also just generally see how they're wearing, particularly with the advent of copper bullets. What I would say is if you are a bit of an overthinker or slightly paranoid, is that a Borescope is going to make your life a living hell. So I'm a bit of an overthinker, a bit paranoid. Having got a Borescope, I find myself far too regularly checking and looking down a rifle barrel with it now to see what's going on, and occasionally finding that little bit of dust or crap that you wouldn't have spotted otherwise, and therefore having to get the cleaning kit out to just get rid of it. It has been useful because, and you may or may not be able to see it on the table here, this is my Merkel K3 barrel. Previously with my Tikka barrel, I've cleaned it with a gun cleaner, I won't name which one it is, and it's worked absolutely fine. With the Merkel K3 barrel, for some reason, that cleaner just wasn't shifting really hard baked on carbon, and it's only with this Borescope that I was able to spot that in the last couple of inches of the barrel, I was getting some really hard baked on carbon that gun cleaner just wasn't clearing out. Went to see Rupert at RJ Blackwell gun makers and gun dealers, and they recommended some KG cleaner, which now works an absolute treat. Or well, we're about to find out, because past this video I'm actually going to put this Borescope down the K3 barrel, so you may see me have a complete meltdown live on video if we suddenly find some rust, corrosion or just baked on carbon in there. So from that point of view, that Borescope was really, really helpful, and as I said, now sort of every couple of months I might run it down there just to see what's going on, and touch wood, if your cleaning routine or regime is up to scratch, you're not going to find anything that surprising. So when you buy a Teslong digital Borescope, it comes in this cardboard box. Not going to go into that into too much detail, but inside there's a nice sort of nylon black square carry case, and inside here is the Borescope itself. It comes in two pieces that you just plug together and screw together. It's really, really simple, and again, I'm not really going to go into the detail of that. You get sort of full instructions, and the whole thing sort of looks like that. We're going to use this on a Mac, which again is one of the other massive advantages of the USB Borescope, is that anything that's got a USB port on, in theory, it should work. Again, classic. I'm probably going to have a complete technological meltdown here live on the video. With a Mac, you can use the built-in software. So this has got a thing called Photo Booth on it, and literally you just launch that up and in theory plug and play. So plug the USB side into the USB port in your computer. This may then start to jump into life. In fact, it has. You can probably see on the screen now. It comes with a small sort of protective cover over the camera at the end there. You get a few different size pieces on the end, and also different angle cameras so that you can have a look at different angles and different stages. And if you want to, you can take the mirror off the end, so that actually it's just a front-facing camera. So what I mean by that is that at the moment, you can sort of see there, if I give you a kind of side profile, there's a camera and a light facing forwards there, and then a mirror at the end there, which is what then enables you to see off to the side. So anyway, let's give this a go, and literally it is exactly what you'd expect, and you just start pushing this down the rifle barrel. So you hopefully can slightly see on the computer screen there, as we get into the rifling, you can then start to see the rifling itself, the lands and the grooves, and you can also sort of start to see any dust, carbon, copper, anything like that might be on there in the barrel at all. And that's probably one thing I should say about the new KG cleaner I'm using, is that it does just seem with very little effort to get absolutely everything, including copper fouling, out of the barrel with really no major effort or cleaning at all. So you literally just push this down the barrel. It'll rotate as it goes down the barrel, because the rifling is sort of, I suppose, causing it to go down. So you can just sort of push it down like that with no sort of control over it, and it will just give you a sort of 360 view as it goes down. Or if you hold it still or steady as it goes down, you can control it so that you get a view of the same bit of the barrel all the way down, if that makes any sense at all. So that's now come out the end of the rifle barrel. We'll just pull it back in very gently, and again you can kind of see as this goes down, you get a really good view of the barrel. So what I meant is to say you find a problem area in the barrel, so I've just paused it there, is you can then rotate with your fingers the wire, and that will then start to give you a sort of 360 view of the barrel inside. And then when you're done, very simply, just pull it out of the barrel. It's got a really good sort of rubberized protective coating on here, so the only bit of kind of bare exposed metal, I suppose, is the actual camera portion on the end, which is a very soft alloy, so it's not going to damage a rifle barrel as it goes in or out. I'm still quite careful, sort of, especially around the crown, going around, and then just pop the protective cover back on, and that's away. I mean, to be honest, you saw there the laptop was on standby. We got it back, plugged in the USB, and it was ready to go. From what I understand, it's exactly the same with a Windows computer as well. So very simple and easy to use, and touch wood, not had any problems with this at all. And then when you're done, literally just unplug it. If you want to, as you're going, you can take photographs. So if I try and get one up on the screen for you, there you go, you can see photograph of chamber we took earlier. So say you find a really sort of kind of problem area and you're a little bit worried about it, you can take a photo, send it to some friends, and they'll give you some stick for it. I've got to admit, for £69 or whatever this was, it's a really, really useful tool to just have tucked away in the drawer for those kind of odd occasions. To be honest, regime's working for you, and you perhaps are a bit of an overthinker, this might be a step too far for you, because it'll just create that bit of paranoia in your brain to keep sort of looking down the rifle barrel. If you're someone that's just curious about what's going on, or you buy a lot of second-hand guns, then this would be absolutely great. Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. If you've got any questions or queries, pop them in the comment section below. And as per usual, please remember to subscribe, and we look forward to catching you on the next one.